now, and still waiting for the progress bar on this. But this is Poor Man's Commissioner, Warriors credentialed insider, back for another live commentary analysis, and we have uh, Daniel Hardy, Weaponized Joy, with us,
Hey, what's up,
and
guys?
also welcome back to Dr. Tom. He was with us on draft night,
Hey,
but Dr. Tom and Daniel, why don't you say your hellos, your background, and then Tom, get into what you're expecting pregame, and then Dan, throw your 2 cents in there. Meanwhile, I got to go do upload
Okay.
videos, so fire
Well,
away.
okay.
Poor Man's Commish, everyone knows who we are already. Let's just be honest about it. Okay? Everyone knows who we are. They know what it is. We've been putting it down, slandering, talking crazy for about 3-4
Well,
years now on
actually,
the internet.
we don't really slander like some other people do. Anyways, okay.
No, we
Sorry to
Dr. Tom and
interrupt.
I we started at Golden State of Mind, and then I partnered up with good old Poor Man's Commish when we joined with the LGW, and I begged Dr. Tom to join in that move in any capacity that he could. I know he's a very busy man, but he's also a author.
Oh wait,
of,
and you know
State.
what?
What's that? Oh, hey, there is right there. Folks. Golden Age.
It's getting blurkled out, but
he is a author. You may have read his Golden Age book about the Golden State Warriors championship experience in this is the 2018 series.
Yeah,
right?
2018.
And that was the last title that the Warriors have won today. So if you haven't got that book, go out and get it today. It's a real good read, folks. But for me, last thing I did was the chill hop track with Clay. If you saw Clay on the BART train looking moody with the boot on, that was me and my lovely wife, and Dubs helping on that as well. So yeah, hey, we're
don't
just
forget
huge.
Cartoon Draymond.
Cartoon Draymond as
baby.
well. That was a huge hit. You heard his bars. So yeah, we're just huge fans of the team. And the biggest importance for this game for us, specifically Dr. Tom and I, is that we have been huge stands of KD. Now, Poor Man's Commission, I know that you're a lot more professional than we are, but we're stands, okay? And we love some KD. And Dr. Tom, don't you have an interesting story about KD going back in the day to your college days in Texas?
Yeah, no, it's the reason why I am such a big KD fan is
a Longhorn. That's awesome.
Yeah, I did my undergrad at the University of Texas, and one of the years I was and I was there in 2007 for KD's 1 year there, and so he was someone who. He was kind of my favorite guy in the league ever since he came in. He was the first real special player.
Hey, Tom,
yeah.
Real quick, I'm going to take a picture. Smile. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait. Sorry. Wrong angle. Okay. Let me wait for the. Okay, ready? Smile. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So
on.
Yeah, sorry. So he was the first, great player I had this kind of attachment to, and so when when there's a chance he was going to come to the Warriors, the team I grew up following and being cared about, I was like, this has got to happen. And so those 3 years were probably my favorite basketball stretch. And so like I say, I've got the not divided, but I wanted to pay a little respect to him. I busted out my KD Warriors shirt just to sort of pay homage to that special greatness he brought to this Warriors team. It was something special. But so this is a game. It's a little bittersweet to play against to have the Warriors going up against this player who I've always been such a fan of, and even played for us, won titles for us. But so this is it's a interesting game for me at least.
Real quick, Dr. Tom, where were you when KD officially, the Woj tweet came out?
Oh man, I was it was I'd actually gone to it was July 3rd party. Some friends of mine, they had a party, and so we were all going over there, and it got back late, and so I was kind of sleeping one off because it was the summer, and then I just wake up and I open up my phone, and it's literally right as I woke up and looked, it came up there, and you got the my next chapter or whatever it was, and it was like, oh my god, like this is happening, like it's. I don't personally, you say, well, if this obviously doesn't happen, if we take care of business, they beat the Cavs in 2016. And you obviously you want that tie, you want that singular greatest season, but I am kind of I remember Draymond after the 2017 championship when he said, well, if this was the consolation prize, enjoy your title, Cleveland. Now we got KD. And it was a little bit like that. But I remember just rolling out of bed and just being like, wait, this is really happening. Like the stuff that the way I put it is anytime I'd play your 2K or whatever, and the franchise mode, my first move would be get the Warriors to trade for KD. And so I'm like, oh, now this is real life. And it lived up to it. Like that was the thing that's so amazing, and what makes that run, that sort of the KD Warriors run, so special it just happened like that. Because as we see, and we're going to see the Warriors play one of those super teams, it doesn't always mesh so quickly, and doesn't always work so well, and it did for this, and that's what made it so, I think, so special. And it's a testament to all of the, I could obviously go on at length about KD's greatness, but Steph's greatness, Clay's greatness, Draymond, the coach, all these players, that it all worked together so well, so quickly, and at the beginning.
Hey Tom, one quick housekeeping, because I'm doing the Instagram for this. What is your Instagram?
Oh, so it's T _ BEVS.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
BEVS. Gotcha. You're wearing glasses in that one and all.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
That looks like you. Cool. All right. Thanks.
No problem.
Carry on. Weaponized joy.
Well, the day that KD came, I was actually in Alameda. I was in the Alameda parade that day, and my friend from Maryland, he calls me up maybe like 10 o'clock. He's like, "Congratulations, you got KD." And like he followed KD since a boy, so he's like, "Nobody, how do you know this?" And he's like, "Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know." So I'm like, "Yeah, But at the same time, I'm kind of feeling really good about it. But I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." And then my phone explodes. It's like, okay, he's coming for real. And I remember in the parade, we were going all through Alameda, and everybody's like, we're wearing Warrior stuff, for the parade. People are waving the American flag, and you're like, KD's coming. It felt like we had liberated Kevin Durant from Oklahoma City, and it felt like he was going to actually finally get to capitalize on the great potential. And so when he came, really the only times I felt that we might be mortal was the first time when he took that shot against Zebo and missed it. And the Warriors all were like, "What are you doing, man?" Especially Dre about it. It was like, wait a minute, like it's possible for us to lose. And that first Christmas Day game, when we lost to the Cavaliers, when Richard Jefferson fouled KD at the end and didn't call it. And I remember thinking like, wow, like there's no guarantees that we could actually, win this championship. It's hard to do so. So when they actually put it together and got the job done, it was just like, oh, you don't want to blow it. And when you finally get it done, you're like, oh, just that relief there. So after that, it was like mafia, like we're going to your city and we're killing your team night after night after night. So, Commish, you were there watching it. How was that for you, watching the greatest team of all time every night?
Oh, wait. Sorry, I was doing something. What exactly was that? Which game?
What was it like following the greatest team of all time up close and personal every night?
Oh man, it was just like, I often say that my job is like jumping into the Warriors River and just letting it take you wherever, especially when you're on the road. You're just like waking up like, where do I need to be? Got to find my Airbnb. Where's practice? Because it might not be at the arena, it's somewhere else. And then you get there and you're filming, and then so just take that and just magnify it ×3, because it's just a blast. I mean, every day you're getting Steph or Draymond or KD or Clay in front of you right there. It was literally, and then you go to you pass by the team hotel like in Charlotte, where it's real close by to the arena, and there's just they were the Beatles. It was just amazing. And then outside the bus, crowd, New Orleans, the bus is like right there in the back, and then they allow a whole bunch of fans to come in, and it's like you got the metal barrier, and it's just like, oh my god, I filmed that a million times, and so it's just such a rush. So that's what it was like. Okay, I'm about to tip off here pretty soon, going through starting lineups. Where are you guys? Pretty close
Well,
to
just
that?
tip for me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay.
wait
I can
for
pause
me
it.
in a minute. Wait for me in a minute.
It just tipped off for me, so
I'll pause at 11:50.
Okay, everybody pause at 11:50 and wait for me.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that big bear hug Dre just gave Katie for tip.
Man, I missed it. All right. 56, 55, 4, 53, 52, 51, 50.
Let's go.
All right. Great to have you guys. All right. I'll do some play-by-play. Dre inside to Juan. Juan messes up the pass. Oubre cut, but kind of too close to make a pass there. Hit him and went out of bounds.
I see this going to be a straight shootout. You know, forget defense, just go out there and run it up.
No DeAndre.
So they got that I got like 3/4 court press. You had Wiggins picking up Harden.
Excellent. Joe Harris, man.
Splash. He's a shooter.
3-point shootout winner. Don't forget.
Yes, sir. Beat Steph and
He's
Clay.
lethal. Yeah. Oh, there goes Steph. Oh, he wanted the ball back with KD on him. But
he knows he can't guard him.
You know, as we're seeing more, Juan decided, Andrew and whoever was guarding him, was it Harden? I don't know. But in the post, they kind of wanted, Juan decided might have a better chance. Even though Juan has said the best shot on the floor is a Steph three-pointer, no matter how congested it is. So
that's a good teammate
I don't know what
right
happened
there.
But KD is very long though, so that pass back to Steph wasn't easy. Here we go. That one. Oh, Steph lost it to Harden, who came over. Good defense,
James Harden trapping? What?
And Andrew made KD miss, which is but Kyrie got the putback. Wow.
Yeah, I think you'd see maybe if they're trying to get it to
one lefty
because they're so both teams are so small. Any bit of size, and Juan, he's got a little. He's not a big, but he's got a little size and a little length to him. So I wonder.
KD lost the ball on an ISO move against Juan.
Hey, what a dream come true for Juan, right? From the Bay to playing in the Bay against these guys.
Tom, what's your Twitter, by the way?
Oh, it's a TH Bevilacqua, BEVIL.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Dr. Tom is a must follow. Okay.
Oh, Steph gets fouled by Harden in the corner. Was that on the shot?
Oh, it's got
to be on the shot, right?
Yeah. Harden with the look like, wait, you could do that to other people? I thought I just got away with that.
And for once, the ref actually called it when it happened, not like 3 seconds later. Wait, did Steph win 2 MVPs? Oh, yeah.
I love James Harden yapping at Steph, and Steph is giving that look like, really, bro?
Yeah, like these other guys, I'll take it. Like they're good, but like you, come on, man.
Well, I think it's interesting that we're already into the game and we just started talking about James Harden, considering the fact that he has so much history against the Golden State Warriors. Like, the Warriors are the reason that he's not a champion effectively.
Yeah. And it's I can't remember. This was sort of popping around on the Twitters. Somebody saying like that big three, like obviously KD, and then you have Kyrie who does the thing that we will not, mention or talk about. And then you throw in James Harden to this, and he's kind of almost like an afterthought.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, like that's what showed you.
Oh, Juan getting freaky.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
Juan said, "Give me the 2K crossover badge."
Ooh, he went after that pass to KD, but.
All right, here we go. Wiggins downhill. Joe Harris cannot defend that.
Yeah.
And he tries to take a charge, but he actually ends up in the circle and fouls Wiggins.
He was already moving backwards even before Wiggins got there. I was like, oh no, that's not gonna work, dude. That's soft.
This is the perfect kind of game for Wiggins to showcase his repertoire. There's no big man to stop him. He can get downhill, and in a game with a bunch of guys who are known for ISO scoring, Wiggins proven that, as he misses the free throw, he can put up some buckets himself.
Yeah, I mean, you look at, they just flashed those numbers on ABC, but, career highs in field goal percentage and in blocks. So obviously you're seeing both his offense and his deep, as he misses both of those free throws. So maybe the ball
Forget everything I said about him.
He's less than 67% on the year.
I wonder if it's a psychological thing.
Oh, big block.
All right. He took away 2 points. So that makes up for it.
Oh, Oubre can't hit the jumper.
That wasn't a good shot to take.
Well, I thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't a 3.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe that D'Antoni ball has gotten into my head, I guess.
Steph is disgusting.
Oh, man.
Happy Lunar New Year, everybody.
In front of the logo, really 1 yard in front of the logo, right in front of KD. We're up 8-7. That was wow.
Yeah.
I got to mark that one. About 850.
Kyrie jacking up nonsense. We've seen that before.
You see that everywhere with him.
Hey, look, Kyrie is elite, but sometimes those shots, I'm like, there's that Mamba mentality where you take the shot just because you want to see if you can make it.
Well,
be right back.
Okay. Well, that's kind of Kyrie, MO. It's like this. He's like chasing he's the flying too close to the sun, and sometimes it works out well, and then every once in a while it doesn't.
Tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to guard, that's for sure.
I mean, that's like, all right.
Here we go. 8-7 still. We're up. Draymond rebound. He's against KD up top.
No.
You see how straight up KD standing on him?
Oubre posts up Kyrie, short, gets the rebound, puts it back.
He's athletic.
So that's a matchup we can exploit, I think.
That's that lack of size on the Nets.
Oh no, Harden here.
Yeah, that was a good
Harden
shot.
Triple.
Shot.
You can, those who can't see it, just imagine Harden the triple, same old. All right, here we go. 10-10, by the way. Juan against Kyrie, so it's whoever's got any gets it to trickle in. Lefty. Excellent. Trickled in.
Just all right. She's using that Oakland grittiness to get to the basket. Oh,
Kyrie Euro, Draymond draped over him, like perfect defense, and Kyrie makes it.
If Juan goes for 30 tonight by posting up Kyrie, I don't care what it takes. Give him a contract.
We're going down low again, but missed that one. Wiggins turnaround jump hook.
Like a strategy though.
Take advantage of that side.
Is that Brown?
Yeah.
Brown sneaked and Harden delivered it behind the back.
I thought Kerr would have called a timeout there because he likes to do that during those defensive lapses, but guess not.
Well, did we just miss? I forget what happened. But Kyrie, bad shot off the backboard. So here goes Wiggins downhill, out to Juan, driving kick, short. Now KD's on the downhill, and he feeds Joe Harris. Now you time out that.
Yeah,
that's bad transition defense.
No, Twitch. Is this looking like Dream League a little bit? This is a little Dream League-ish.
Yeah, except for this behind the back from James Harden, yeah.
Except for the highest skill behind the back pass.
But yeah, the kind of frenetic pace that we got on, which is kind of natural when you have smalls all over.
True.
Okay, I'm going to go in the comments here.
Godspeed.
Juan's looking good out there. Juan, for all the scrappiness that he has, this is the perfect game for Juan to go get some.
Yeah, because you see it, every team's doing it. It's just like you see that so much of that focus on Steph. So someone's got, and now Wiggins is getting enough respect to where he's get the kind of second thing. But now, somebody's got to take those shots. Somebody's going to be open, and if he can do it, and you got to play within himself, then yeah, this could be a big game for him, and he's had those flashes. Still gotta get once that 3-pointer gets a little more consistent. If he can do that, then it's like he becomes a really interesting player.
Yeah, reminds me of some Matt Barnesian kind of impact he has in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who said that? Was it you that said? Somebody said that in an interview with Kerr. I think yesterday. So you guys are on the same wavelength.
I didn't want to say it at first because like, oh, two light-skinned guys who look mixed, like, oh yeah, they're the same guy.
Well, now that a journalist has actually said that, I think it was Carlos Ramirez of Telemundo.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. It was Carlos Ramirez. Pretty sure of that. And if it wasn't, don't sue me.
This Nets team, Dr. Tom and I, we're talking to some Nets reporters right when the season started. We had that opener, and we were saying, hey, so these James Harden rumors, like, you guys already have a pretty nasty team as is with just KD, Kyrie, and the guys who went to the playoffs last year, especially with Jared Allen. Yeah, and then they were kind of looking at us, especially Matt Brooks. He was like, if you get James Harden, I don't care what it costs, you get him. And so I think about the mentality, and I'm like, okay, these are the kind of games where you're saying, this is why we have you three. Forget defense, go out there and just get buckets nonstop. If the Warriors win this game, I think it's going to say a lot about their ability to compete with superstars. We've been worried about what they're going to do, with the injuries. I mean, against the Magic, we were struggling. When you're going to get a team with like 3 future Hall of Famers potentially, what do you do? How do you step up? And if they win this game, that would be a huge confidence builder for this undermanned squad.
I totally agree. And also, did you notice, unless I completely read it wrong yesterday, Brooklyn is 15 and 12. Are they not?
Yeah.
So if we win, we'll have a better record than Brooklyn. No one would have predicted that after the first game.
Yeah.
So that also psychologically that helps you as well as players. Like, we're actually, Brooklyn's obviously struggling. Hey, it's just natural, just basketball, and look at. So I still see the Warriors, upward trending, little dips, just like the stock market, but overall, so we can beat any team on any given night. And kind of proven that with the Laker game
and the Clippers.
Yeah, and Wiggins hits
that's no still jumper.
Shot over Harden.
Wiggins Island.
I had a thought, but it's gone.
Is it when we say KD jumper over Wiggins? When we say island, do we give it to the guy who has the ball, or is it the name of the island, the defender? I always thought it was the defender, though.
I was thinking Wiggins Island because nobody wanted to believe him, but he was isolated.
Oubre with the 3.
Exactly. It's that's the one way of using island, but yeah, it's for the those of us who still believed in Wiggins even when the spreadsheet community was coming for us to tell us we were crazy. We were out there on Wiggins Island.
And I'm going to give a big shout out to you, Kamish, because with those interviews you had with Wiggins' trainer and Draymond's trainer as well.
Oh yeah.
It was like, if these guys can believe in Wiggins, fans, you can too.
Right. And the good news with that is our focus right now, believe it or not, couldn't be with us tonight because he's driving to Atlanta. I think I forgot to ask, but I think he's going there for Cam Reddish. But that's Brandon Payne, Steph's trainer, has 1 short rims of 3. And he'll be on most broadcasts. KD with that this right side though, 3 pull up, no good. Oubre.
That's why Draymond was yelling at him.
And there you go. Step back door,
wow.
baby.
You got to dunk that, Steph. You got to dunk that, baby.
Yeah, the Brooklyn's got some defensive liability. There's a big glaring like a Death Star like weakness on that Brooklyn.
KD post up, KD turn around, KD
do that blindfolded. You can do it blindfolded.
Yeah, that's
2 guys were on him, but that doesn't matter. They're both shorter. And Draymond sneaks in, gets a pass from Juan. But Juan really fitting into the system.
I mean, he high energy
Harden.
And high IQ player.
Is that bye Kyrie or bye Harden when the Steph layup? Yeah, it was bye-bye Kyrie. Bye-bye Kyrie. Got a little frozen there, like, Kyrie was
frozen.
waiting for the dribble handoff. He was expecting the dribble handoff. Boom. No, no. Steph's like, nope, my IQ's higher than yours.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to slander. No, I mean Kyrie, he's awesome. So.
We can call the plays how they went. That's all it is. He got left. Bus stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so Marcus Nelson, you guys can jump in on this, especially at a I'd rather go play by play for now. But there is an interesting comment in the chat talking about, just to get your minds running, keep Juan and make Looney expendable.
Huh.
No way, Looney. Kerr is not letting go of Looney. No way. He will fight for Looney until the end.
Huh.
So I don't see that happening. Not Looney. Somebody else, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Oubre long rebound. Here we go. Let's wait until the next dead ball and we can discuss in length about how to keep one. Stuff. Oh, in and out.
Oh.
He had Jeff Green backing up.
Yeah. Had him on his heels a little. Okay, they miss. Oh, Steph couldn't quite. Juan couldn't quite get the rebound.
Oh.
Katie attacks.
I love Juan's defense.
20-20.
But blocks it out. But you got to learn the Bill Russell way of blocking it back in bounds.
Yeah, Oubre gets the credit for the block, but Juan should get equal credit because he made it really tough for KD.
Yeah.
That one. Totally. And then KD was, let me just shoot this over you. Misses it. Thank goodness. Steph, long rebound, touchdown pass. Oh. KD
comes
with the swat on the other end to make up for the previous one. Our ball.
Yeah. You can see they're getting up and down in this game. You see some of them to take a breath, take a moment to collect their breath.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I mean,
Juan went like this. Juan went like this, and I think that meant, Steve, I need a break. I don't know. Did he sub out? I see he subbed out. Damian came in, and Draymond with the reverse layup on the inbound from Steph, which is your typical Kerr inbound play that results in 2 points.
Give Dre some all-star votes.
Dub the vote. Ooh.
Is Oubre our rim protector?
Woo with the layup.
Yeah.
And then Steph says goodbye.
He just blew right.
The wizardry.
He gave it right back to him.
I feel strong layup. Man. Oh no, KD. Oh, that's one of those KD drives where you're like, just please don't go in for an and one, and it didn't go in. Thank God. Timeout.
All right. I think that's it.
22 Warriors.
I was gonna get into that question about Looney. I think that is that.
Yeah.
Going into the season, I thought I don't know if it happens this season, but if you think Chris can be a rotation player on this team, I think then you might think you have a sort of a bit of a that's a position from which you could make a move. You could take a step back and then give that spot and that space to someone else. But now with Chris out, I don't know if you do it because Looney, in addition to how well he fits into all this, like he's besides Wiseman, like who's your other big? Like I know it's 2021, but you still need a couple tall guys on your team.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why the bummer with Chris gone so early. Obviously, we knew we were going to feed Wiseman a lot, who's not here right now as far as being active. But Chris was such an integral part to what we're going to do because you knew, like, hey, worst come to worst, you got an active guy who can work around the boards, protect the rim, and was coming along a big time in the system, especially with his passing. So you lose that, and he's a lob threat. That's the kind of thing where when you look at championship teams, they have guys come off the bench who can, jump in and make it happen. So losing that was a huge blow. And I don't think people really understood just how integral he was going to be this season, because now you're having Pascal trying to do a lot of the stuff that you would expect of your bigs. And although he's game for it, there's just a certain height discrepancy that's going to cost you.
Yeah, there's some of those games where they just got killed on the offensive glass, and you don't never want to reduce losses to just, oh, it's just this one thing, but it's so easy to look at them and say, yeah, if you had a couple guys who are in that 6'11", 7 feet range and they're getting rebounds, especially and then you're preventing the opponent from getting offensive rebounds, like that's going to help. And that's what we can talk about how we want it small, we want it fast, and there's a great deal of truth to that, but you need those bigs too. There is a place for them in the game, and just not you can see how not having them can hurt you. And like I said, I can't think of who it was, but there was just one game where the Warriors maybe it was against Dallas. Just the offensive rebounding of their opponent was just killing them, and it kept them kind of in a game or winning it or something. But
yeah, there's been a couple of those.
Yeah,
I feel like.
And notice at the beginning of the season, this team was hacking everybody. Like, nonstop fouling. And you guys know, when you're out there on the court and you have a big that is going to erase stuff, there are certain fouls you won't commit because oh yeah, get by me. You get your stuff tossed to the crowd.
Yeah, so you wonder like who they're gonna eventually. Let's say Juan just keeps playing this great, so you have to make space for him and convert him before he gets signed by somebody else. So I think the issue there is that it seems to always be kind of a moving target. So like right now, we're not going to do anything. We're going to make sure Juan expires his 50 games allowed as a two-way. So whatever that point in the future is, who's available, whether it's the off season or later on, and it just depends who's available, because you want to get the best bang for your buck. And so I think sometimes with trade suggestions, they just throw out anybody at this moment in time kind of thing, and that's not always the case. It's just like who's available at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Wanamaker was signed, he was actually the best available backup point at that time, especially with the bubble performance. And then so just throw that in there, and we have a turnover on an inbound. Steve isn't gonna like. So here's Harden playing around with Juan out there. Not Juan.
That was Mulder. Oh,
Mulder, yeah, Mulder.
Wait a minute.
A little bit shorter than Juan.
How is that a foul on Curry? How is that a foul on Curry? Let's see.
I think he turned just at the last millisecond. Oh my God. And it sucks because he took such a big hit.
Yeah. There should be some kind of calibration there. Like, yeah, if you turn a little bit when it's like he's dropping the shoulder like he's a running back or something.
Right.
I want to say like Steph from 4 years ago would have got injured on that one. You know what I mean? Like here comes Freight Train and he hits your shoulder. Yeah. Steph's shoulders are way much bigger now, but
totally.
That looked that looked like it caused some pain.
Yeah. Yeah,
all
no.
Right, 26-24. Ooh, Damian decides to launch. No good. His percentage has been going down lately.
He was shooting so hot to start the year. It was probably due for a little dip here.
Man, you could see that coming from a mile away. Foul on the three by. I should expand my little iPad stream here. I think that was.
Shamit's another. That's a nice player for Brooklyn to pick up. This kind of veteran guy, especially as you had to give Landry Shamet. That was who got fouled
there. Fantastic pickup.
Like just a little sneaky one can give you something. You got it for probably a good, good price, good deal, but. Yeah, no, he's just someone where that's where the like, oh man, you've got all this talent, and then you add him, you've got him and Jeff Green too, who at least can give you some offense, if not defense. But
yeah, Brooklyn is pretty stacked. I mean, offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So deep.
Yeah. It's like offensively, yeah. Defensively,
That's the thing when we talk about Brooklyn from now on, we're always just talking offense.
yeah. And
Automatic asterisk. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, they're definitely a favorite in the East. Oh, little power move by Draymond.
Oh, this is the kind of
Don't
game
see
where
that a lot.
Draymond should be going off as far as his
Yeah.
playmaking.
and you got KD.
Down for-
KD's out, so that's the
Yeah.
biggest guy on the net. So why not take advantage of that?
Good
I
thing
do
Harden
wonder-
misses a three.
Yeah, we saw
And
earlier in the first quarter,
Steph launches. Way too hard. Kind of a brick.
KD was guarding Draymond straight up at the 3-point line. I wonder if the game get later, Draymond will exploit that. He was not bending down at all because he knows Draymond's trying to pass the ball.
Who was that? It hit a three for the Nets. Right.
But Tyler
corner.
Johnson?
Yeah, Tyler Johnson.
One of Steph Curry's little proteges.
Oh, Steph misses a pull-up on Tyler. Here comes Harden. Warriors down 6. 1 minute. And Mulder's going to get called for another foul.
Yeah.
He's
He's
super
not going to be
reachy.
happy about that. Yeah, that's exactly what Steve does not want right now. Mulder knows it.
I mean, it's hard when a dude's doing all this in front of your face. You want to just reach out and stop him, you know?
And
Wow, I had no idea Harden did all those records in Houston. That's amazing.
Oh, they didn't come before this. Yeah, Warriors.
Hope you're okay, Steph. Jeez. Oh my God! Now another three. Steph hedged on Harden on the pick and roll, and Harden dipped his shoulder right into his leg. A little bit of a collision, but looks okay. They leave Draymond for a three. He misses from the left wing. Here comes Harden. Got past Wiggins, but Damian stuck his hand in there.
Yeah,
Stop that one.
It feels like one of those kind of games where the Nets are going to get up and then fall asleep.
Here comes KD. 30 seconds left. Warriors now down 9. Wanamaker's in for Mulder.
And they're playing that last possession, going offense for the offensive subs and the defensive subs or whatever. They got
KD, so easy. Inbound jumper, got the screen. Swish on the left baseline. Now we're down 11. Steph, 5-second differential here.
Eat him alive, Steph.
Kyrie's on him. Harris helps.
Oh,
Damian
what a pass.
Wiggins, no good. Draymond, offensive rebound, assist to cutting Steph for a high off the board bucket.
High
Needed
off the
that
board,
so
right?
bad. Here's Harden. Careful, don't foul him. And he backs rim. Jeez, escaped. So we're down 9.
Yeah.
I don't want to foul him.
Oh, yeah.
Down
second unit time. Oh boy.
Down that, but the Warriors only shooting 22% from 3-point range. So if you want to look at why they got that deficit, you got to think that's gonna that's gonna come back a little more to the average. But yeah, they're just not making from three. Neither really are the Nets. They're 36.4% from 3-point range.
I mean, 28 points in a quarter, not bad, especially when you're undermanned, you know. I mean, you can't be too mad at the offense, but, you know, when you're getting gashed for darn near 40 points a quarter, it's going to be tough to win.
Yeah.
But I do think that we've seen some very spirited defense early from the Warriors. It's not like they're not trying. They're there, but, man, that skill deficit. I mean, you're playing against guys who could be an Olympic team.
I mean, it's funny. You're looking at who's doing the sort of big stuff for. Never mind. I was looking at something else. I was looking at plus minus. Sorry.
Oh no, not plus minus.
Yeah, I can't trust that. I was like, wow. Jeff Green was up really high, and KD not doing so. Oh, that was plus minus, but excuse me, but yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm just sort of looking at the box score, trying to think about, okay, well, why is this the case? And it's interesting. There isn't something that jumps out at me, save for that Warriors the 3-point shooting not being where it
thinking the
is.
same thing. Yeah, it's probably that, because I was thinking, okay, what do we need to do better? We had 2 fouls by Mulder, but we fixed those. We're probably still down 9 or 7. One of them was a side out. So what do we need to? I mean, are we getting out rebounded by a lot? No. Are we really actually fouling a ton? No. So like, what chance do we have?
I mean,
So I don't
yeah,
know. Yeah, the box score. Yeah, just hope KD doesn't make shots. And
I mean,
Harden.
he's leading them. It's really KD and Harden, not much from Kyrie,
Yep.
but yeah, I think if the let's see, taking a look at that. Oops, I was looking at the wrong one there. And obviously for the Warriors, I think the other thing is they need only 2 points from Wiggins. That's just you're gonna need a little, and no one off the bench. It's all the start. Like there's nothing from Mulder, nothing from Damian Lee, not so that's
Steph has 12 points, but 1 for 4 from 3, and then some interesting stats here. Kelly Oubre 6 rebounds in 1 quarter, and Draymond already has 5, 4, 4.
Jesus.
So yeah, I mean, you look at the box score and say, okay, guess the score. You would think it's closer.
Yeah.
Which so I kind of like, let's see what happens. But maybe our second unit can beat their second unit. Of course, they're going to have a superstar in there, one of them. So.
But I do wonder, you're looking at it because Wiggins, I remember, didn't play. We all kind of want to forget that opening game. He didn't play well in the opener, and it makes sense when you're matched up against one of the best players at your position who you're having to defend. It's like,
yeah, totally.
Okay, you might be expending a little more energy on defense.
All right, so Brooklyn got an offensive rebound, shot 2 threes, front rim both. Wanamaker rebound. Pascal in there, Damian, Faze, and Wiggins. Extra pass goes to Damian. He hits it. Assist Wanamaker.
More of that.
Attacked by Andrew. So we're now down 6. Was there a 2 that was a 3 or a 3 that was a 2 or something? Anyways, Wiggins got a steal. Oh boy, here it is. Wanamaker couldn't finish. Cue Twitter.
Get Steph in there. Play him 48 minutes.
Twitter has traded Wanamaker for Jeremy Lin right now.
Yeah, what?
Okay, good. Brooklyn's 0 for 3 from threes to start out. Thank goodness. Here comes Damian. Oh, go, move. Tyler Johnson fell down and Pascal didn't take advantage, and Wiggins shot a 3, missed it, but Wiggins gets another steal on a bad touchdown pass attempt by Harden.
Yeah. Andrew, I was told his defense was a problem.
Andrew up top, assist. Damian.
Flash.
Okay. Wow, this is the most the second team has done in a while.
Yeah.
Man, Andrew Wiggins like a max contract player tonight.
But yeah, it's when KD isn't on the court and he doesn't have to deal with him out there, you can let him get a little run.
Little uncharacteristic bad pass by Harden straight to his teammate's foot, goes out of bounds. Now we're running head tap. Shout out Eric Apricot.
Play one play.
Giving the mass audience the knowledge of head tap, which is Wiggins down low, but he's got Durant guarding him. So now there's that switch. Yeah. Okay, on Harris, your world, baby. Durant shows.
That paint's too clogged.
Damian, come on, baby. He had an open 3 and he passed the bait.
Yeah, you got to take that.
Then Bays tried to pass back, turnover. So, but Bays does a good job of disrupting a Harden scoop. Now Damian gets to redeem himself, and it goes in and out.
Ooh,
Good shot. Good shot.
yeah, you get those are
I think
the ones
I'm
you
ahead
got to
of you
make.
by a second. I'll try and delay my reactions a little bit. Oh boy.
What's all good? I
KD,
just fast forward a little bit. I'm up better speed now.
KD with the in your eye, Pascal. Who are you? 3 Swift, 40-34. Oh, and Pascal. Oh, no foul. Okay, he missed the layup, and it turns into a dunk by Cabarro on the other end because of the rebound. Oh man, he turned the corner so well, but it was just such a bad miss.
Yeah, that was really bad.
And now, oh boy, we're turning into the second unit.
They're turning it over a ton.
JV second unit. Wanamaker easily stripped by Harden, leads to another Cabarro attack. He gets fouled. So now I think we're down, 8? And he's going to the line.
Yeah.
Down 8. He's going to the line. 8:18 remaining. Check the comments real quick.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah. Someone anonymous in the comment made a hot take. Seth is younger than Steph, but looks 10 years older than Steph.
Disrespectful.
Oh, it's having to spend time at Duke. It aged him.
True. Okay, Bazemore left baseline pass. Durant.
Ooh.
Reverse. All right, Kent. We need those badly because now we're down back 8.
I don't think we're paying Wiggins enough.
Uh-oh. Harris with the flyby. He's too good.
Yeah, you can't leave him that open.
Yeah, I wonder how he was that open in the first place. Have to look at a replay. And possibly ill-advised jumper by Wiggins, but he made it.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Hey, is that a 3?
I asked him a spreadsheet nation says that's a bad shot, but
yeah, it's. I mean, I give him one miss every time. So if he misses it, the next time you got to think about taking your man, unless he really just drops off. I don't know. That one didn't look like he dropped off that far.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jeff Green gets fouled on a dunk attempt. So Brooklyn's up 10 now. One more free throw to go. Check our highlight thread.
Wait, what is Mays arguing? Oh, yeah. It's a tough call. Just got to keep pace. You got to keep pace and let Steph bring it home. Steph and Dre. Man, Juan's working hard on Davis. Good steal.
KD got a block. Oh, are you way ahead?
Oh, yeah, I fast forward try to catch up. Man, I went too far. Let me pause it.
I'm at 706, 705, 704.
I see my thing here.
Yeah. So Bay's got a steal on the KD cross.
Oh, I'm at 640. Yeah, I'll wait. I'm at 640.
Count it. All right. So we're down 9. Steph is up off his seat. I'm at 645, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, and Kyrie hits a layup. Kerr calls timeout.
It's 640.
51-40 Nets with 6:39 to go.
Weather the storm, guys. Weather it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got a score, though, in the storm. And, yeah. No, I mean, that was good defense. Bays. I don't know. Their Nets are hitting shots, and they got one of the 3 superstars on the floor at all times, which is just incredible luxury to have as we're seeing.
Is
Yeah.
that what
our
other
team.
teams should feel like against us?
I know, right? Yeah.
Oh my
We got
goodness.
our first. Kerr has too much trust in the bench. I mean, we can't play everybody 48 I would love
What's
to
Kerr
just
gonna
video
do?
game it, because like in a video game, yeah, you could just for this game, there's fatigue in video games, right? Let's just throw Steph in early with 7 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go, fourth quarter, second quarter, and fourth quarter. But the problem is the video game is not going to have that legacy thing like next year. That accumulation affects stuff in the long term in real
Right.
life. In a
Right.
video game, no, it doesn't. So
I mean, it's
sometimes
like you want to know why those one of the reasons why those D'Antoni Rockets didn't win is because he played Harden. He played those big minutes, and he didn't go into his bench, especially during the regular season.
and we have a recent comp on that. The
Yeah,
Miami Heat. The Miami Heat had to play game 4 and 5 with like 8 guys, and then game 6 blowout. Jimmy was spent. Jimmy was spent. Everybody was spent, and
yeah.
that's why Steve wants to play 11, 12 guys every game now, so
Yes.
that there's something left later. So
and it's a cycle. You saw in in 2018 in that those game 6 and 7 against the Rockets, you got
bingo.
big performances from Nick Young, Jordan Bell, and part of the reason they were able to do that is because Kerr gave them minutes at times, and it keeps them engaged. And this is what he understands as someone who occupied that role of there's my favorite example of this is that 2003 Western Conference Finals versus the Mavericks, where the Spurs, they're down, the Nowitzki-less Mavericks might push it to 7. Kerr comes off the bench and hits these threes and sends them to the finals. And part of that is just you got to keep the guy engaged, you keep your players engaged, and so you give them minutes in the regular season, and maybe they're not all productive.
I don't know why you guys want to keep using all this perspective and like looking down the road. If this team loses tonight, I have to get on Twitter and people saying Steph Curry is washed. Okay, they got to win tonight.
No, but I love it, man. Learning something every day. I mean, I did not know that little anecdote of Steve Kerr coming off the bench in 2003, but I did know it. But I needed to get a refresh. That's great stuff. That's firsthand experience. Oh, Draymond versus KD. KD gets a hand in there. This is great defense. But now it's Steph against KD up top.
No, he didn't.
KD.
Oh my gosh.
He's got to throw it up lefty. Oh. Banker that almost went in. He had to just throw it up at
that
the
was the most disrespectful shot attempts I've ever seen in my life. If he made that, turn the lights off, we're leaving the gym.
All right, so we good defense on Kyrie there. I think it was Juan again. Forces, I think it got blocked and hit him, and he was stepping on the baseline or whatever. Our ball, down 11, 6 minutes. It feels so much better just to have Steph in there. And Oubre tries to do too much. I mean, it's funny to me that he would tout the 0.5 second mantra, and that's exactly what he didn't do that time.
There's a lot of contact there, but they're letting him play.
Yeah. Okay, Bays. Oh, all right. Bays gets a call.
There we go.
We're just that's our game plan here.
Assault Kyrie on the block.
Assault Kyrie, yeah. I mean, A, it's Kyrie on defense, but B, it also tires him out for later. So, we don't need to go, Steph ballistic the whole game. We can save that to the end and try and exploit this, see where it gets us. Of course, if this doesn't work for a period of time, then abandon it. But down 11 and Bazemore going to cash in. Draymond on KD at the other end here. They're chatting. Oh, I would pay money to have him mic'd up right now. Oh. That's what makes this game so fun. Bays misses.
Oh, you gotta make both those.
Down 10. Yeah, that's one thing about the squad this season. Is the free throw percentage sucks. Oh boy, Katie Draymond mid post left. He gives it up. Joe Harris. Joe Harris misses. Let's go. Come on, KO. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've ever seen Draymond's arms out as far as I did on that play.
Beautiful play where Steph broke free on the cut and Oubre low angle bounce pass. That was executed very well.
I love how Steph wants to guard Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I love it.
He did a decent job. And he's happy because Bazemore causes a turnover by TLC.
What was it? Watching Steph guard KD makes me think one of my good friends here. She has a couple of really little tiny poodles, and Galcho could take them a little walk, and they just want to go play with the big dogs. And she's like, no, because like that dog will eat you. That's what
Come on, Juan. Juan misses. Here comes Harden. Oh, between the legs, reverse pass to KD, in and out. Let's go, Draymond. Draymond downhill. Find Steph. They got ESP. But he short rimmed it. Now comes KD. Downhill to downhill.
That's the thing with all
this is some terrible defense right here. This is some terrible defense.
Yeah. I mean, Draymond abandoned the Harden drive because there was a guy open in the corner, and then Harden just manhandled Steph. Still down 10.
Ooh, but
One is in some pain after that foul. Gets up.
Gotta go to the line.
Yeah, I love all of the dog references this year, especially the two Steph ones saying that Wiseman was a caged puppy on his first day of practice. And then there was another caged puppy reference he made that was just sort of about the whole team in general. But I love the poodle. The poodle reference, one of them.
Yeah, that's
I love it.
It was the same thing. I feel like no, you don't want to do that. That's gonna be bad. But
man, having Wiseman would be so great right now. Oh my goodness! You just say, "Hey, Wise, do what you want down there."
Usually, you're picturing the metaphor, but this time I'm actually picturing Steph guarding KD to give me the visual of the poodle. I love that one. That one's so good. Can't wait to tell all my friends about that one. That one is awesome. Awesome. All right, down 8 as Juan does his job and hits both.
You guys see that Joy and Buckets thing in the background?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is it because they couldn't get weaponized Joy? They went with that?
Oh, I thought about that. I know they love stealing little. I mean, they have a history of it, but I get it.
Hey, I'm willing to give it up for the right price. Call me.
Seriously, man. Oh no. Too early to use a challenge. Maybe the lesson there is just try and go get the ball. But he thought it was off of the net, so Juan let it go. Anyways, next ball. You gotta let that one go. Sucks.
Uber on Kyrie. I want to see this.
Yeah. All right, now it's KD on Juan. Now it's Harden on Wiggins.
That's good defense, except for that. Oh, he recovered. He recovered.
Freaking Kyrie is so crafty at getting those rebounds.
Why would we double that, though? That was my question. Why would we double?
Right.
Wiggins got him.
Right. That's fair. Okay, here's the post up on Kyrie thing.
Barbecue chicken.
Draymond has so much trouble finishing on the left side. That's just something we got to work on. Look at, first of all, our defense, Kyrie getting the ball in the post like that. But I got to give credit to Kyrie for finishing that. It's just so nifty around the basket.
He is a great finish. He does a great job finishing.
But for him to get the ball that deep in the first place, and I need to see a replay on that, but we won't get one. But we're down 12, timeout. It's slipping away, but still plenty of time.
That was Bruce Brown.
What about Bruce Brown?
He's the guy who made that nifty finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dude, like Bruce Brown's getting layups. That can't happen.
That
can't happen, bro.
Well,
yeah, that may be one of those. You're just so focused on the other four guys. Yeah, no.
Also, that's when having when missing your two tallest players. I hate to make everything just into height, but when you don't have guys who can protect the rim at least a little bit, then guys like Bruce Brown turn into good finishers around the bucket.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, being injured, but the only thing is, this is the kind of game where you say the Nets have nobody taller than Kevin Durant, and he ain't trying to be down there that much. So, come on, guys. You know what I mean? Like, that's where you say they're guarding you down there, guard them back.
Well, and I hate to that you could say this at probably every game this season, but this is where Klay Thompson would be where you'd
oh gosh. Klay Thompson would go nuclear this game.
They're not even guarding me at all.
Man, you know what? Klay Thompson's impact on this team was, I think, a lot of circles taken for granted just because, Steph, Dre, KD took all the headlines, and Klay's not, necessarily going for sound bites. But his ability to create spacing on the floor and punish you so consistently, it's like there are certain ways that you just can't defend the Warriors when Klay's in the court because he's going to make you pay.
Right.
Well,
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, well, I'm sure someone, more savvy about the stats than me will tell me this is the wrong way to use these statistics. But if you look at Klay Thompson's wins above replacement player, it's about three wins, like 3.25 wins. And so if you look at the Warriors record now and you tilt it 3 more wins, then they're about the, 3-4 spot, in there. And it's like, yeah, that's where I would expect them to be if they had their full squad.
Tom, say that one more time, because that was good. I didn't. I need to.
So I was going on and I looked up Klay Thompson's wins above replacement, I think for his career. And yeah, it's about 3.25 games. It's 3.25 or somewhere thereabouts. And if you look at least so far this season, if you say, okay, he's good for 3 more wins, if I shift 3 losses into 3 wins, and this is where I don't know if I'm using that stat correctly, the Warriors are about, that 3-4 spot, which is where you'd kind of expect them to be normally. And so I always think a lot of this stuff where they say, oh, the Warriors shouldn't, this record isn't good enough. It's like, it's without Klay Thompson, this is about where this team should be. If not, sometimes you underperform, sometimes you overperform. But yeah, I think you're right, Daniel, that he's so slept on because of his personality. But you see what happens when you're missing that one piece.
Yeah, man. Gosh, if we can get Klay back to any kind of semblance of what he was, obviously looking at Boogie Cousins and KD, as Steph makes the free throw, we've seen guys come back from major injuries, and especially DeMarcus, I was looking in particular since he had the ACL and the Achilles back-to-back, which is Klay did, and Boogie's coming out balling. So, hey, modern medicine's extending these guys' careers a lot.
Tyler Johnson triple. Yeah, I got something to say about that too, because they asked Steve Nash in the pregame today, and hopefully we'll have that video up by tomorrow. There was just so much pregame video that we had to do. Wiggins misses a 3. And Nash says some interesting things about KD and his Achilles. Yeah, next time out, talk about that. Anyways, Harden on Wiggins switches to Steph. Steph switches back. KD misses a sniping 3 from the right side. But they got another offensive rebound.
Someone's
and Kyrie, another offensive rebound.
That can't happen.
Someone Kelly of all people. Oh my God. Draymond is I thought Draymond had left the picture. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
And now he's holding his right leg, either his knee or his
Jesus.
Oh my God, this is good. Not good. Let's see. What? Oh man, that's his knee. That's his right knee. He's clutching. Oh my God. I fear the worst. I really do. I fear the worst here. Timeout.
Oh, Jesus.
And he
This
just
is
buckled.
depressing. This is depressing. Yeah. It's one of those where I want to look closer. Maybe you guys can stomach it. I can't. I can't look at knee injuries. I just can't. I want to see it closer to see if it might be more serious. But then again, I don't. Just tell me the news later.
I was looking. Mark J. Spears, Green walks to the locker room on his own power.
Okay. I mean, it all comes down to the MRI.
Yeah.
There's no doubt going to be an MRI. Hopefully tonight. And Mark will be all over it, by the way, because he's that close with Draymond.
Marcus Thompson said went straight to the locker room, was walking pretty well. So
okay.
Hell, Clay was walking pretty well after his joint.
Yeah, yeah, that is true.
I know. God, this is so. Ay.
Yes. Oh.
Connor Letourneau says noticeable limp. I don't know.
I'm watching it. Yeah, watching him walk off. That was a noticeable limp for sure. Yeah.
Okay. It comes down to the MRI.
For sure. That's tough, man. That's tough.
I mean, let's hope maybe it was a jammed knee type of thing where, but could be anything.
Yeah.
And the bad news is we're probably not going to have him this game anymore just because, we want to screw around with the knee.
Yeah.
So there's no way he's coming back unless they get the MRI right away, which I think they can do. You need a specialist to look at it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh God, I'm so worried right now.
That's deflating.
Yeah.
Steph truly is the last soldier left.
Knock on wood. I got so much wood here that I'm. Anyways, Oubre got fouled by Harris on the drives up the line, and we're down 13 with 58.4 to go.
Oh, that was pretty sobering, man. You don't want to see that.
Wow. Yeah, that took the wind out of our sails. Anyways, Harden gets Oubre, Kyrie Brown high post to the wing, back up to Harden 3-pointer.
Can't leave him open like that.
One pick and roll, slips it. Steph with the jump pass to him.
Nice.
That was obviously perfect. In motion. Right. Harden against Wiggins up top. Here comes the pick. Steph does a good job. Unsung, defender there to just kind of bother that pick and roll so that they abandon it. And Kyrie just attacks and finds Brown. It's just so easy. Jeez, man.
Yeah, well, you have to expend so much attention focusing on them. If you can get it to those guys and they can convert it, that's all you need.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
They are a problem to guard.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming we'll see some big Pascal minutes now.
Oh yeah, a lot of Pascal, a lot of one to scan Anderson. I bet.
Yeah, for sure. This is where Wiggins got to step up, man. Just do his thing. I feel like when watching Wiggins as a Warrior, there's like a 13 shot attempt as Steph turns it over.
Buzzer sounds down 15 at half.
Wow, that's tough. But Wiggins, when he takes about 12, 13 shots, he's ridiculously efficient, like 7 of 12, 8 of 13, like every night. And I wonder where in Minnesota they have him taking about 20 shots a night. Is it a thing where, you get diminishing returns the more he shoots? Is that 13, shots mark his sweet spot? I'm wondering about that.
Well, I kind of want to just say totally different environment type of thing. Kind of maybe hard to compare just because of the environment and what he's been asked to do. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's really hard to analyze Wiggins, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah.
And because it's not just a number of, but it's the quality of the shots too. Like, what is he? Because him taking a contested, jumper in Minnesota because Karl Anthony Towns is busy no-showing. Sorry, had to get some slander in there. But like that's.
He said busy no-showing.
That's different than just taking a shot with just a normal look or whatever or the good looks you're getting when the opposing defense is throwing like three guys at Steph. So there's this balance I think you need to strike, because I do think you can have those diminishing returns, but it's not always going to be like that too, because there's that element of, well, like, what were the circumstances surrounding these shots you were taking?
Totally. Playing with Steph is going to get you some fantastic looks. The truly great players have that ability to draw so much attention that it makes the other guys get quality looks, and Steph's the king of that. And that's where I wonder, okay, like, is it a thing where, okay, Steph's the king of that, and then Steph and Dre are a multiplier, and Steph, Clay, and Dre are a multiplier of that, and now you just have Steph on the court. It's like, okay, now Wiggins, how do you eat now? Where do you find your shots now? If there's that second facilitator on the floor, but there's no Dre there, how do you eat there?
There's a replay by JD John Dickinson of the Green injury. So I can't look at the injuries. I just can't, no matter how minor. So that's a thing for me. So if you guys want to check and give me your speculation, feel free. Okay, let's look at the comments. It's been like this since we lost our trainers to Atlanta. I don't know. I'm not going to blame our trainers on the injuries.
Blame the trainers?
If anything, Rick Celebrini's been ultra cautious on guys. Yeah, I think we're seeing a social media comment where you're upset about something, so you go to social media and make a comment. That's all I got to say about that. So just, maybe try to stay more positive and not use social media as that kind of an outlet.
It's a little post hoc ergo propter hoc, because it's not, your correlation does not equal causation, just because there are these injuries, yes, but like that happens to every team. I don't think saying, well, because we lost this because we changed trainers, it's all fixed. And it's not like you look at the Hawks, this season they've had a ton of injuries too, so by virtue of that logic, the Hawks would not be having these problems. So I think, like you said, it's people wanting to do something with frustration and anger and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways.
Favorite player of all time, Paul Pierce, in the halftime show. But remember him, looked like his knee exploded. In the finals, he came back. So hopefully something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, or that the thing people don't remember about that Oklahoma City game where Steph got the famous one, the half court shot in overtime. Steph went back to the locker room, rolled, did something to his ankle, and it was like you thought maybe his season was over. And then he comes back, and it's like, oh, yeah, you think, okay, you just hope it's not that bad. And then it's like, oh, he's coming back and he's gonna play. And obviously, we all know what happened. So, I think sometimes you don't know. I don't think, that means be kind of naive or not worry, or that this shouldn't have a sobering effect, but also we don't know one way or the other. So I don't know.
Here's a little bit of optimism from Anthony Slater, my guy. I call him the KD of reporters because he really is.
The KD of reporters.
Yeah. Nowhere. Let me first do a little anecdote, get a little funnies out of the way. But KD can be very emotional. No, that's not the word. Moody. He can be very moody on a day-to-day basis as far as media. I was there. I lived it every day. Like one day he's happy, the next day is something. So he kind of carries his how his day is going with him into media. Unlike a lot of guys, like Bazemore's always positive. Steph is always positive. Draymond, maybe once every 4 interviews, can seem a little perturbed about something, not want to talk. But KD is just really just roll the dice. And so yesterday, it was totally clear he did not feel like talking to media. And so Slater caught him on a bad day. And Slater goes, "Hey, what's up? Voice from the past here." And yada, yada, yada. What do you think about this? And when he was saying voice from the past, on a good day, Katie would have been like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Slater?" But on this day, it was like, did not even blink. Just like, no. So, yeah, that's like a Grim Reaper response. But Slater can also
Grim
be that
Reaper
way.
response.
Yeah, Slater can be Grim Reaper as far as reporters go. But anyways, Slater gives us some optimism because he says Draymond has gone down with his knee before and has described it as locking up on him. So it could be one of those. He mentions 2 times. One time in 2017, and in that 2017 interview where Draymond said his knee locked up on him, he said that it also happened in at Michigan State. So there's been 2 instances at least of his knee locking up. So maybe we can be hopeful that that's all that was.
Okay, that's encouraging.
Yeah. So we'll see. I like that our comments are like sort of well thought out, and you just have to read the whole 2 sentences. It's kind of cool. Like I want to say this: our chat has a higher IQ than most chats. I feel comfortable saying that. So it's good. It's good to have. Welcome everybody. I do have just uploaded on the YouTube channel if anybody's bored. And I guess wants to cut us off and then go look at the thing. But there is a collection of views of KD pregame. So we have him walking to the arena, shooting around for I got 2 separate segments there of about 2 minutes, and then him shooting on one side, Steph is on the other side, and then him leaving the court talking to Draymond, him talking to Leandro Barbosa and Johnny West. So go check those out. It's a compilation of various reporters that I know that were there filming that stuff. And so that's what we got for pregame. That's the focus was more on KD and the views of that. And also we have Steph pregame shooting around. So go check that out rather than the standard Kerr interview.
What was it like watching those 35-30 sessions when the KD and Steph were practicing?
Yeah, I try to document as much as I could. If you go and search on YouTube for "Let's Go Warriors," all one word, and then Durant Curry or KD Steph, whatever, you'll probably see a lot. That's from our channel, and if you go to our homepage, you'll see that our 4 of our 5 most watched videos ever are, or 3 out of 4 are Steph and KD together. The most popular one is the one of Steph hitting 93 or 94 out of 100, but then the ones after that are KD and Steph together, and then there's ones with Steve Nash there. So yeah, it was just a dream. It was just I felt so privileged to be in the presence because that used to be me. I mean, gym rat. In college, I would play a little bit of pickup, and then like everybody would leave, and I'd be like just by myself in the gym, and then I would just go and do reps, just shoot, just me in the gym because I didn't have a rebounder. But it just I love that stuff. So for me to be in the gym with Steph and Katie doing that, that's the ultimate. That it's so awesome for me that I don't even need to go shoot around anymore. Like my need to see the ball go through the hoop got replaced by seeing the ball go through the hoop from these guys. Literally, like I literally I tell that to a lot of people when they ask me about Let's Go Warriors. I kind of go, well, I get to go film stuff and share that to the world, every day, non-pandemic times, and that's right up my alley, and it also replaces my need to actually go play the game because I'm around it so much. So long-winded answer to your question, but it's one that I'm very passionate about. So I'm glad you asked it. So it's really cool.
I mean, that's pretty extraordinary when you have, two MVPs in the gym at the same time going at it,
And then 3 with Steve Nash, right? Oh my goodness. That was just nuts to see them all collaborating. It's cool
I
stuff.
wish we could have had Mo Buckets in there and see what he could do,
I love Mo Buckets, and the cool thing is Mo Buckets loves Let's Go Warriors. So I gotta track his schedule in China. Maybe we should get him on here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. There's so many things going on every day for me, Warriors content wise. Now we've got Brandon Payne. So like tomorrow, actually, Daniel and I have some work on our plate. We need to not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. See what happens. Monday, Daniel and I will cut up some of the Brandon Payne video and analysis and get those guys to you in a bite-sized fashion. So that's around the corner.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
B-ball lepidoptery. Yeah. B-ball breakdown. Coach Nick. He's my guy. We talk like, once a week. He just has so many good tips for me on how to run a YouTube channel from a content creation perspective, and dealing with those copyrighted NBA highlights.
For sure.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. And don't forget our own Eric Apricot. He's been doing the explain one plays, and I swear, so many people know about the head tap play that's a post up to Katie and Wiggins just because of Eric.
Spreading the knowledge.
He has his own playlist on our channel, so check that out. So you can check out all his stuff, explain one play stuff, and I know our playlist. I haven't figured out how YouTube orders the playlist for the public, but it's on there if you just keep scrolling. Eric Apricot.
Living legend.
Oh yeah.
And
we need Draymond, yes.
Yeah, we're gonna take a look. Who's gonna be out there?
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh my God, Draymond will start the second half. I just saw the tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. So it probably was a jam thing, and then what I tell you, right?
Maybe he thought KD had a splash in his face and he wanted to play it off.
It's like that. He won't give me grief about that if he thinks I destroyed my leg. Daniel, what are we going to talk about? Pastor Mark's glasses here.
He's getting up in age. Got to be able to see.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the magnification right there.
Whew,
Oh,
those some Coke bottles.
Point Dexter.
Wow. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, but
Uh.
but yeah, those. I don't know. Maybe get LASIK at that point. I don't know. Maybe it's tall for that.
Glasses
All right,
on,
KD,
vision up.
oh, Steph fouls on the rip through by KD, so it's side out.
The classic KD rip through.
Classic.
Mm-hmm. Side out. See what they run here. Simple thing to Harden. Oubre is on KD.
It is kind of amazing. Draymond is back out there.
It is, yeah. Kyrie misses a fade on the post. Here we go. Draymond. Cool lead pass right there. Swing. Oubre layup. Not bad, Oubre.
Hey,
Nice.
then he drove into contact there too.
Yeah.
You
Man,
know
if
what
he
it
could
is?
finish more.
Biofreeze. They put biofreeze on Dre's good.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, little breakdown there. Kyrie to Brown.
That
Brown's
happens
gonna have 20
every
tonight.
time. Brown cuts back door for a layup every time.
Brown is the beneficiary tonight.
I mean, it's, yeah, like I said, if you got to watch those three guys, someone's going to be open.
Bruce Brown's going for 50.
Yes. Wiggins gets it to trickle in a fadeaway on KD, which is not easy to execute.
Yeah.
Wait, did he fade away over Kevin Durant? Oh, maybe we should pay that guy the max.
I don't know. I don't know if he's that efficient.
Well, Brown missed finally, but then he got his own rebound, and KD gets the extra shot.
Wait, isn't that
He
travel?
luckily misses.
Yeah.
Here comes Wiggins. Oubre, step back three, in and out, toilet bowl. Oh, well, he almost made it.
Man, you got, yeah. Come on, give us just 1 point for that.
Oh, James misses over one. Thank goodness. Here comes Wiggins, downhill against Harris. Charge? Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. A lot of bodies moving there.
Yeah,
You got to be stationary.
Wow. Warriors
I don't know
defense
about
is
that.
abysmal, y'all.
I did not know about that charge on Wiggins. Should have been a no call, in my opinion, but anyways, 50-50. Lost that one. KD up top against Draymond. He now is on the left. Jeez, man. We just got a Hall of Fame pass from Durant to Joe Harris. What an angle on that pass.
Yeah.
For once, ESPN had the right angle.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That was incredible.
Draymond with a Hall of Fame pass of his own.
Wiggins misses an open three. Here comes Harden. We're down 15. And there's a layup. Oh, Kyrie missed it. Thank
That's
goodness.
the first time I've ever seen Kyrie miss a layup.
That would have been a timeout.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, here comes Juan downhill against KD. Oubre cleans up the mess.
Ooh.
And just like that, we have momentum.
They just
If they
got to
can cut
get
it to 8 by the fourth quarter, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, just got to get some stops in here.
Joe Harris.
Get some what?
No.
You said, Tom? Get some what?
Get some not that.
Steve calls timeout because they're scoring almost every time down. And then when they're not, it's a missed bunny by Kyrie.
Right.
Yeah.
They're getting
That was a
anything
dime.
they want.
Yeah.
Anything they want. Did he put some English on that?
That was a dime.
Yeah. I guess it's good that we saw Draymond pout after that dime because that means he's healthy. That's my one bit of good news from that start.
Well,
MC, what was it like when Kevin Durant in his final year here had gone to more of that facilitator role, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh, he's not being aggressive because he doesn't want to be here," but he was like leading the team in assists and like balling every night. What was your perception of it? Of his, I guess you could say, his newfound play style?
Yeah, I was just so in deep day to day. I didn't worry about that stuff, but now you look back, it's like, honestly, it's like 64,000 foot views is people want to be entertained by being outraged about something. Literally. I mean, but that's the state of, our nation in 2021. So whatever. That's why Let's Go Warriors is what we are. That's why, when Daniel and Eric and even Tom and Doobie, when they write on the website, it's not all this, outrage stuff. It's not a reflection of what you see on Twitter. It's actual, thought out, reasoned writing. And that's why it was just a blessing to have us join forces there. And now we're doing things like this. Now we got Tom and you. Everything on here is so positive. And,
Yeah.
there's other channels out there that just complain about anything that's not going right about the Warriors. So there's my rant. There's my game by game video live stream rant about Twitter. Sorry.
Uh, and
I got to do it every single time.
And you saw it on that play, but yeah, you heard there was a lot of this complaints during that last run about that KD, that the sort of emphasis on passing was a passive aggressive thing, or this or that. But you see it, and you see it. This is kind of what he said when he came to the Warriors. He said, I wanted to take his game to the next level. And it's clear he's learned those lessons, and he is a better passer and facilitator than he was when he got to the Warriors. And so it was always silly to me to put this, this KD unlocking this element of his game in this negative context. Sometimes, you want the 7-foot guy with the handles like a guard to shoot it because that's going to be your best option, but that he unlocked this whole other part of his game, which he clearly wanted to, because he's taking it with him to this next step, or this next place in the journey. Why are we critiquing that? I don't know. It just, like you said, it's this needless negativity, and it takes away from what we enjoy about the game.
Totally. I mean, considering this, action, opposite reaction to it. I think one of the byproducts that no one saw from the Steph Curry Splash Bros elevation, which was pure joy all the time, was the idea that people were like, I love Steph Curry running 1,000 miles per hour, jacking from 50 feet. I'm addicted to it. And then Kevin Durant comes, and it changed a little bit, because now we're going to play even better brand of basketball. But Steph doesn't have to run 10 miles, per night, because he can dump it to KD. And people are like, oh, I watched Warriors games for Steph Curry to make me feel this way. And now that's being diminished in some way. Even the team was up 50. And it's like, okay, so is this about you, or is it about the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that psychological element to social media. I'd love to have, someone come on here and let's do a discussion with an actual psychologist.
Dr. Tom, is that your field?
Hey, man, all these degrees in English, that's basically a degree in psychology, too. Yeah.
Oh, Lord, Kyrie really just crossed up my man Wiggs.
Woo! Woo! No, that was that.
My man Wiggs up.
No, that was Draymond. That was Draymond.
Oh, Draymond? Okay.
I mean, he's got a bad. His legs hurting a little bit. Oh, and they. Ooh.
Steph. And then
KD picked it back up.
Yeah, KD was nice enough to.
I don't know. Oh, they hate each other.
Right, exactly.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, now Kyrie's starting to get rolling.
Doing Kyrie things. Oh, Wiggins had the Harden. He had Harden, and then he lost the ball, but he had him. Okay, a little Jordan-esque turnaround that bricks. So it's technically not Jordan-esque. And then one with the offensive rebound, extra pass to Oubre, no good. We're struggling, and we're down 17, 7.5.
We're not making shots, and
has Andrew Wiggins ever missed a shot long in his whole life? Is it always short?
Excellent observation.
Oh, Kyrie just attacking
Oh,
Draymond.
oh no, that's not cool. It's like, he's like, oh, you went to the locker room because your leg hurt. All right, I'm gonna go at you for
Get cooked.
Oh, thank goodness, Katie front rim the three from Zubre.
Beautiful basketball.
Just
nice.
for Steph, a fundamental pass
Well,
up to Oubre. Then he forgets about Kyrie. Brown. I keep messing them up because they have the same body size, and one guy's number 11 and the other's number 1.
And they're both getting wide open
layups.
layups.
Exactly. And they're always shooting right at the rim.
yeah.
While he's shooting this free throw, I have a nice little anecdote for Tom, who is the KD stan, which is moving to Brooklyn. I just feel like there was no other situation KD would have left for. When you got a buddy who is saying, "Hey, look, I got this franchise in New York at the palm of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you come and play? I'll get back to that at the next free throw or timeout because we got some good offense going on here."
That's not a foul?
I know. Could have been a foul there off the ball. Against Steph, Brown on Steph.
Oh.
We luckily get the ball back. Steph now is upset about no call. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was all over him when Draymond was trying to hand off.
Yeah.
And throws it away out of frustration. I mean, shouldn't do that, but what a finish by KD.
What a finish.
That was a wide receiver making an incredible touchdown pass and then putting it in the hoop. Touchdown catch. Okay.
Nice floater.
Steph floater, but we are down 20, so now it's 18. And yeah, it's getting away from us. 6 minutes to go, third quarter.
They got to get Steph going. They got to get the 3-point shot going. Like that. It's the thing. Just
all right, guys.
Guys. Woo! 2 in a row layups on really exquisite catches by their guy, that's Jeff Green that time.
If I was writing an article about this, I would just take a PNG of the shot chart and be like, notice all the circles in the paint when the net scored. Yeah, that's the story of the game right there.
All right, so back to Durant for Tom's consumption here. There's a lot of factors that went in to KD going there. I mean, he's got 2 of his buddies beckoning him to go. It's New York, home of Rich Kleiman, home of, KD. People don't realize how tight KD is with Rock Nation. He basically hired Rock Nation. Kleiman was his guy. Kleiman goes, yo, KD is about to blow up. I'm sorry, Rock Nation, but I'm leaving you and we're becoming 50-50 partners on everything. That's how I'm doing it. And Jay-Z's like, I give you my blessing because Jay-Z's awesome. Draymond misses the second free throw, Harden long rebound, and here comes Kyrie to KD. I'll finish the story soon, I promise you. You'll like it.
You see how patient the Nets are playing, knowing they get a layup anytime they want to?
It was like, all right, let's probe it around here. Let's see.
They know they can get a layup.
Jeff Green in the middle because all the attention's on the wings. We don't have an answer for this. We're going to get toasted if this continues. Steph lefty in the face of Jeff Green off the board. But here comes KD.
He's pulling this.
Right side against one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did I call you? Did I not tell
you?
Toyed with them.
And he turned and said a little something to the Warriors bench too.
What did he say?
I mean, he deserves to. That is a move not many people can execute.
They too small.
Now Harden takes a turn at the same thing. They are toying with us, and Green just was able to catch and make the layup, and it's another and one.
Steve Nash is like, look, let's go for layup, guys. Trust me.
Even Steve Nash is laughing with James. That's how bad they're killing us on the talent and the things right now.
Ooh.
You know what? This probably makes up for James Harden losing all his playoff games to us.
Yeah, I mean, basketball's karma, is it not? And so tonight we're getting a taste. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad, really. This is so good talent we're watching.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, we should make shots, but still.
We should not let them get layups, though. That's what's killing me.
yeah, that definitely.
Well, again, that's where having
right
having an actual center in there might make some difference. Especially, I mean, Wiseman's still learning the defensive game, but Looney, he'd make, I think, a big difference.
No, he didn't.
He ran over Draymond, one-legged fade on basically a floater. I don't even want to look at Katie's numbers right now. They're probably off the charts.
Did you see the degree of difficulty of that shot?
It's just, the thing is, I really can't be mad. I'm like, God, Katie's so good. I'm just.
He was in the recliner chair from 15 feet. Throw that up on the move.
Okay, so to finish up the story, the one piece that nobody has ever reported on because they don't know, something that I can't really report on because I'm not there to, I know Katie's guys. Like, we're good. We're on good terms. I'm not here to ruin those good terms already. But he was dating someone that is sort of in the extended Curry family, friends and family. And when that broke up and when she kind of threw kerosene on the fire, social media wise, that stings. I mean, I'm sure some of you out there have been there. And so you look at Katie's situation, you have buddies beckoning, they have a franchise in the palm of their hands. It happens to be New York, #1 market. Happens to be the home of Rich Kleiman. So many, Silicon Valley has a lot of business opportunities, but so does New York. And you have this actual breakup with somebody in the extended Curry friends and family clan. I mean, you've done everything you can in the Bay. What more else is there to do? And it really reminded me of a time when I was, pretty young, and I was, professionally thinking about, oh, what do I want to, where do I want to work next? This and that. Two of my closest buddies, they said, yo, we're going to New York. You want to come with us? I'm so much of a Bay Area guy. I went to school at Cal. I'm a Bay Area guy. I can't ever leave. And so they left me. I don't have my boys to go out with anymore on the weekends, to go hit the town with, all of that. And I feel like, so that part of it was natural, in my opinion. Like, my two buddies had checked off every box. San Francisco is not that big. You go out and you go do things. You can check off all the boxes pretty quickly. New York is much larger.
Yeah.
And so I can see a younger Katie, that sort of, he's still young, 30-ish. So for him to leave for New York, and also, checking off all the boxes, especially the girlfriend part, like, okay, that didn't work out. So, it's easier to leave the Bay behind at that point in time, just like my friends did.
And this is going back to something I was talking about earlier, that they came in and they won that ring in 2017, and there was still these questions, or people weren't probably giving KD the respect he deserved in the national media. I'm not into the local media. And so it's like, well, that was as good as it's going to get. So let's do something new. Like, I very much understand that feeling of like, okay, I want to try something different. And it's not personal, just how it is.
That's why I don't. Okay. So, Kyrie scored, then Oubre scored out of the break. The one last thing I want to.
Oh my goodness.
left baseline talented swish. And now they're trying to press Steph, killer instinct with the Nets here, but Steph says, see you later. Scoop good, wants the foul, no foul. He's mad about that.
A lot of contact there.
Yeah.
A lot of contact.
Steph's trying to go home early.
He got hit on the head.
He's like, yo, I got dinner reservation. Wait, probably. No, I guess not, but.
Kyrie up top. Oh, you just thought that was going to go in, but luckily missed.
Yeah.
To that point, Damian, come on, finish that. He does. Assist Curry, drawing two people, driving.
Comeback is on.
23-point deficit.
And let's get it down. If we get it, well, let's go full Bob Fitzgerald. If we get it down to like 15,
Oh yeah.
Oh, another great pass from KD.
Oh my goodness.
Dunk left baseline. He's having a field day. Just too easy for the
KD
guy.
Baseline is just the death knell.
Walk in the park tonight. It's a walk in the park.
That's tough,
what was the last thing you talked about, Tom? About right. So KD, yeah. You know what I don't like is when people try to impose their values on other people, and in this case, Bill Simmons on KD. Like Bill values banners up in the rafters. Bill values, can anybody touch my Celtics dynasty? He salivates over those types of things. Yo, Bill, KD is not you. I mean, if he was you, then he would have stayed with the Warriors. But he's not you. He has his own life, his own set of values. Let him be. Let him be a human being. So that extends to everybody else who wanted, KD to stay because of the dynasty.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think the unfortunate part is that on the flip side, we have to extend them the courtesy because we can't impose our values on them, not being petty jerks for KD leaving. Like their feelings are hurt. They're pissed off at him. And unfortunately, we can't be like, hey, what about, gratitude and, patience and that nature is what it is. So at this point, I think what you said is so true. But I think in the reverse, and I'm guilty of this so much, is you're wondering like, well, why can't the fans just act this way? It's like this is the same thing that we give to the ground, we got to give to people too.
Yeah, that's the tough one for me. That really is. But I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and just go with positivity. It's tough. It'll take me a while. You see, I mean, look at. Have I been bad to anybody in the chat? Of course, we haven't had that many negative people in a long time.
They're probably shell shocked right now.
Run out layup for the Brooklyn.
Whew.
Oh gosh.
Giving us the business.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably bound to happen. Also, you get this Nets team, they went on that 3-game losing streak without KD, and then they get that win against Indiana, who's pretty good. Now you start to see them. We're kind of rounding into form. Maybe, again, at least on offense, they're going to be as good as we all think they can be. If they play like this against a pretty good defense too. The Warriors have been playing good defense up until tonight.
And Harden does between the legs 3 on Damian. That there's no way Damian can possibly guard that. And so, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Whew.
Okay, Mulder.
Good shot.
Way to kind of redeem yourself for the fouls in the first stint.
For Kyrie taking your soul.
Speaking of which, Kyrie's got Oubre up top.
I like this matchup. I like this.
13 seconds. Here comes the pick from TLC. Oh no, Harden from the house.
That was a set play.
It just goes in.
Kyrie is so mesmerizing. I didn't even watch the off-ball stuff.
Oubre has to fire it up because Steph got double. Banker, no good. And we are down 26 going into the...
Woo.
Dude, Kyrie in the ISO with James Harden getting an off-ball screen to free him up, that's nasty. That's nasty.
Yeah. If there's a silver lining, it's that maybe we can get our second unit to maybe just plus minus wise now. Just go out and please play well, just for the sake of good basketball.
True.
Yeah, because that's one thing we need to fix. Second unit.
Yeah.
And if they can use this portion to gain a little momentum into the next game and their role, that's a bit of a silver lining.
It was fun. You know what? It's a much bigger and better example, but I was thinking that kind of thinking makes me think of the 2015 finals in Game 3 when the Warriors, they got down big, game was kind of over, but they made a run to make it close to the end, and that was what kind of led to the creation of the death lineup. So obviously this is such a wide, but to say that even in a game where you're thinking, well, we're probably not going to win it, you could still learn things and still figure out some things. And yeah, if especially somebody like Wanamaker, if he could get a little more confidence, because he's been struggling, and he gets he gets kind of bears the brunt of a lot of criticism, but he's definitely underperforming. And if you can just get him to get that confidence, and you can take these garbage minutes, to get him, then if you can get something out of it, then maybe you still feel really bad, but you get something you can take with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the fact that we're still trying to figure out what our backup guard rotation is. Obviously, we got Nico and Jordan Poole down there in the G League. Somebody's got to take the reins of that and assert themselves. Back in the day, we saw Sean Livingston do it. Barbosa, to an extent, did that. And then we had, the Quinn Cook addition as well. That backup point guard has to be able to control the game. And I'm thinking, obviously, I want to see what JP and Nico can do, but you bring in a guy like Wanamaker, a veteran who's had playoff experience to establish some control there. And we're not seeing it early this season. And that's where the frustration hits. It's like, okay, well, we're paying this guy X amount of dollars to be that presence. If he's not providing it at this point, which is still pretty early in the season, do you start taking a look at the younger guys, to see what they can provide for you? So I'm definitely interested to see what we can get out of JP. And I saw Nico's dunk, I think, last night. Woo! Young guy can fly.
Yes, he's got athleticism in there.
Yeah, that backup behind that backup point guard position is, with Steph, it's such a tricky one because you've got you're not gonna get that much run. Steph's the thing, but those minutes can kill you, and it's why a guy like Livingston, in addition to his savviness and the intelligence, but also the way he could kind of play different roles depending on who you're playing against. So, sometimes you'd have him as that ball handler in the second unit, but you could also play him out there in sort of a small ball lineup, and that's ideally what you want. And you can get a little of that from Wanamaker. Wanamaker. It probably just comes down to we're spoiled after having a guy like Livingston. And the guy
man, let's get a statue of him out there as well. That's my vote. Why not? You're going to spend all this money on these bronze statues. What's one more?
Oh yeah, Livingston.
Hey, Wanamaker.
There you go. See, get it going.
Did Kerr probably called that for Wanamaker, right? To get him going.
Yeah.
Things you don't think about all the time, but
knowing
Kerr.
And that's again, like, if you yank these guys minutes and you don't, you're going to mess with his confidence and you're going to mess with his head, and then you've got no hope of getting anything out of him. But
hey, look at Pascal with the defense on Harden. Ooh. Rebounded it, dribbled all the way to the free throw line, jumper.
All
good.
Right.
Hey, we've got silver linings.
Pascal's another guy who's been struggling a little bit recently, and again, another guy get a little confidence.
He's going to win some playoff games for us, I believe. I believe he's going to come off the bench and have 21 night and be like, "Oh my gosh, who's this guy? We know who he is."
Yeah.
No, I do. Yeah.
Oh, careful there, Baze. All right, Wanamaker doing things.
All right,
Oh,
positive.
that was a. All right, okay. Got hit there, but yeah. Wanamaker's what he's done this year, how he's played. It's been another guy you're waiting for the correction to happen in terms of his performance.
Oh, Nets versus Lakers next Thursday. Much to watch.
The best wing in the game. Oh, and LeBron too.
I think the Lakers are going to punish them.
Oh. Are they going to blind him with the shine off Alex Caruso's head?
Dude, Anthony Davis is going to eat. Yum, yum, yum.
Get DeAndre back in there. We spent all that time talking about him with Matt from Nets Daily.
Oh, yeah. I messaged Matt recently because DeAndre I think it's the Pistons, had a terrible showing. Oof. And I was like, is he hurt? What's going on? And next night he had a great performance. I'm thinking, wait a minute, this isn't Clippers DeAndre. This isn't even Mavericks DeAndre. He's getting up there in age. And you look at Blake Griffin, who hasn't had a dunk in 2 years. Maybe he's just getting older.
Yeah. Well, also Blake Griffin, Draymond's got his basketball soul, stored up somewhere. So, like, I'm gonna take this. It belongs to me now.
Man, there's a whole generation of guys who relied so much on their athleticism to dominate. We see it starting to wane. Blake, DJ, even a little bit of Russ. It's tough to adjust.
That's what gives me a little bit of pause regarding Zion, because I worry he's gonna just try to just lean into the athleticism and not develop those other things, and then it's gonna reach a point. You saw it with the Sean Kemp, same thing. Like, he just reached a point where it was like, nope, can't do it anymore.
Right.
There's Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman already has more post moves than DeAndre.
Who has more post moves, Wiseman or Rudy Gobert?
Oh, actually, stop it.
Actually, wait, we can't talk about the Jazz because they're leading the West.
Oh, I can't wait for them to be the number 1 seed and losing the 8. If we play them the number 1 seed, and when we're the 8th seed, upset. We believe is back.
The Utah 2015 Atlanta Hawks Jazz.
Yeah, they don't want to switch out Rudy onto Steph.
They could barely handle Chris Paul with the one broken wheel.
Man, Mr. Alexander was the one who told us that he's helped bring Chris Paul back to life, his health and career. He takes personal responsibility for that.
You gotta respect a miracle worker.
He said a miracle worker?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Chris Paul was done after he blew a hammy against us. He came back strong though.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. Another game I'm surprised about the Suns. I didn't think they were going to be that good. And there you go, James Harden doing James Harden stuff,
killing.
But yeah, the Suns too. They're frisky. I don't know. I was surprised. I didn't expect that.
I thought CP would help out Ayton a lot, and Ayton's doing well. There's just so many interesting teams to watch that I just can't wait for the playoffs because that's when we get to really see what these guys are made of. And, the season is so long. There's so many different hot takes that people come up with as Bazemore gets laid up on my Shamit. And that's why, for me personally, as you know, Tom, I have a difficulty believing a lot of teams. The Jazz are number 1 on that list. The Nuggets are trying to, win my heart over, but still, there's something about that playoff cauldron where you see even a team that's on paper, a super team like the Clippers, they fall apart,
Yeah. Yeah. The team I've been high on, we're going to, you see this in the other conference in the East, when you look at, the Bucks, there's another team like where they've just kind of routinely come up short in the playoffs. And so,
don't you feel like the narrative and the story around them is really, really trying to shift this year? Because I saw a quote from Giannis talking about, the Jazz look like us last year. I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're flying under the radar, and I can't tell if that's good or bad. If they're kind of just getting into do the work and kind of let it do its speaking for itself, or it's that they've kind of maybe taken a step back. I don't know.
Well, they lost to the Nets, right?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't know the last time they played them.
I think it was earlier in the season. That was the game where
all right,
Giannis turned into a screener in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah. All right. Hey, Warriors getting back into this.
The comeback is on.
Thanks for holding up the fort for me while I deal with our highlights issue here. Okay, cool. I thought we had accidentally deleted our highlight thread on Twitter. But we're good, actually. I think it's just my app wasn't working. Yeah. All right. Yeah, thanks for keeping the play-by-play going. Let's see. Check the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who we don't have is Jeffrey. Where's Jeffrey at? Anonymous, did you see Jeffrey? Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying attention, but one guy, Leppy, is saying Warriors scored consecutively, and that's called timeout. That's, everybody learned that from Popovich. Like,
Yeah, just you let Kerr get Curry gets a little bit going, and then they're like, "Now I got to put a stop to this."
Yeah. No soup for you type timeout, right? It's
Yeah.
I just love how everybody copied Pop on that, and the genius of Pop doing that originally. Like, we go on this deep run, you score, we call timeout. It's just so cutthroat. I
And like
love
come
it.
like to half court, like scowling.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, he did. Who was it? And again, it was in that 2003 Western Conference Finals. I can't remember who was it Sean Bradley? But there was someone where they basically did the hack of whatever. And it was like one of the first, I mean, I guess they were doing it with Shaq, but there was someone else where they were doing that. And it was like, oh, and like, I remember that was when Nelson was coaching the Mavericks and he was getting pissed off about it. So yeah, but
man, I used to fear those Popovich Spurs when the Warriors were coming up, man. Like it was something about that team. You just like they always know what to do and they're so smart. And then after a while, I was like, wait a minute, these guys are old. Let's cook them.
Yeah, it took us a while, didn't it? I mean, we're talking, this isn't ancient history at all. This was 2013.
Yeah.
When we got spanked by the Spurs in the second round. So it took us a while. And then it was like 2014 and finally 2015. Oh, we finally broke the streak of like 20 something losses in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Here, a little funny story about that. I was at the last time the Warriors beat the Spurs in San Antonio in *97. It was the year that David Robinson was hurt, and we were down there with my with my mom, and she almost went to work for SBC, who had an interest in the Spurs. It was at the SBC arena for a while, and they gave her tickets when she came down there.
You went to that game?
Yeah, so we were at that game, and it was so funny because every year I'd be like, they'd say like the Warriors haven't won in San Antonio in so long, and I was like, I was at that last, and it reached.
It was you, Tom.
And it reached a point where it was like, man, that was a long time ago. Like it was like, woof.
Dude, don't forget in 2016. I was like, oh man, I heard. In 2016, we won 73 games. Triple. The Spurs won 67 that year. Like they were killing.
Well, that was because the Warriors should have gone for 73. It was like, no, because there's this other team that was coming just as close to them, and they had to do it if they wanted the number one seed.
Nice, I was balling.
That's just, I love how that's just hilarious how you were there. And if we need to like, we need if you're at Chase sometime and I'm at Chase and Lacob happens to be there, we need to just stop what we're doing, go up to Lacob and go, yo, this is the guy who was there, and he should have got free tickets. At least when you came in, you should have got some free tickets every time in San Antonio. And from now on, he actually should get free tickets every time we're in San Antonio.
Good luck,
There's
charm.
no more obvious fan.
It was
that
me.
deserves that.
Yeah, he's gonna fly me in for
Exactly.
that. But
Yeah, private jet, everything.
and
It's important. That's light years, is it not? That's
It's
light years. I'm telling you. Kyrie versus Oubre, and Kyrie wins that one.
I think Oubre thought he had a little help back there.
Yeah, that had to be it. Instead, nobody was there.
Nobody.
Absolutely nobody. Anyway, Steph is in.
yeah, that's
with number
surprising.
6. I guess it's one of those things. Yeah, we got to get back into the rhythm. We're not winning this one, but
no, he
geez,
didn't.
Kyrie,
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
And you know what was just sickening about that? The net didn't even move. He scored. I mean, how do you put English on that and the net didn't even move?
Man, I miss having the center.
Whew.
God.
Yeah.
Unfair, Kyrie.
I was taking a look at Twitter again. Matt Brooks, he's like, yeah, this is what happens when you try to, out small ball the nets. It's like, yeah, it's kind of true. Like, that's the way you.
Not that we had a choice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it wasn't a strategic choice, but
I like our chances with Clay.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. But of course, the NBA changes quickly, so we'll see who they have next year.
Yeah.
Woo. That's the thing is we always go, oh man, that'd be great to see this next. Oh, yes, Steph over Jeff Green early
Hand down, man down.
Right side 3 down by 21.
Right.
3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah, Draymond lost Joe Harris on the cut, so he fouled him.
Are the Brooklyn Nets the greatest backdoor cutting team in NBA history? That's what I'm looking at right
now. It'd be easy to answer the other side of the trivia question, though, which is who did they play that night? Because we're getting smoked on the cuts.
I'm just glad Draymond's okay. If he had been hurt, that would have sucked.
Yeah. It does add a little perspective.
All right, Brooklyn, we'll just have to see you in the finals, buddy. Now, here's Mark Jackson wondering why he has neither coaching job.
Hey, Pastor Mark, you got to push down that pocket square. It's up a little too high.
Mark's sitting there like, how did these two dudes who had no previous coaching experience get the job I had and wanted?
Uh-oh. I see the floodgates have opened.
When I had no coaching experience either.
Oh, boy. Whew. Still down 3 touchdowns. Now it's two touchdowns and 2 field goals.
Right there.
Eric.
All right, Janikowski will knock down this field goal. Wait.
All right, Draymond.
Good block.
Tally a block right there.
All right, get it.
Here's Wiggins. 1-on-1. He's going to
if we hit 7 straight threes.
Scoop. Which was a distinct possibility when Clay was here. Remember, the Toronto game at Oracle? I mean, no lead was safe.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Ticky-tack. Katie will go to the line.
That's a foul?
Yeah, I didn't see that. Did he get in his landing area or something?
No idea.
Well,
pinky on the wrist.
I was going to say, well, when you're an MVP, you get those calls, but Steph doesn't get them.
No, he does not.
Steph is the most disrespected MVP in terms of whistles in the history of the game.
Well, As a wise man once said, ball don't lie.
You've turned on Kevin Durant.
Hey, I'm just saying facts, man. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. The guy who made that up was wise. It's all the copycats that came after them, not as wise. But yeah, no, was it Rasheed Wallace?
Yeah.
I first heard it from Sheed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
He
get.
used to scream it so loud the TV microphones could pick it up.
He's got high IQ, high basketball IQ.
Well, you know what's the him? It's so funny to think he was a UNC guy, so he's playing under Dean Smith, which is so strange to think about. But
right, that is strange. I never thought of that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's a good one. Yeah, man, we got some nuggets from Dr. Tom tonight.
My parents are proud. All this basketball trivia.
No foul on the Oubre rebound attempt with KD all over him.
A lot of contact in there.
They throw it away.
When you score 110 points and you're getting blown out.
Clay with the flannel that I actually have in my repertoire, which is a diss on Clay.
I look forward to Clay's grunge band, hearing their EP.
Yo, that's I would pay some big bucks for that. I would pay some big bucks. I would pay more than what it costs to go to a Warriors game at Chase for that. Let's just have Clay and his grunge band at Chase. How about that?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's fun. I still don't understand the blue wrench. You guys know what blue wrench reference is? I want a blue wrench.
No.
Because we have one of our best audience members is Jeffrey. And Jeffrey's not with us tonight in the chat, unfortunately. Timothy Santiago is trying to comment with a whole bunch of mad emojis and that emojis, but YouTube has restricted it. So it is what it is, people. You're not supposed to do that, I guess. Oh, chat moderator. Okay. Blue wrench equals chat moderator.
Oh, okay.
Where does that come from? Okay. Cool.
All right,
I got to do
points, guys. We have 110 points. That's a good night normally in the NBA.
Yeah. And one thing that Steve Kerr said about that is, in the NBA, you're probably going to score 100. So the question is, are you going to score 130? So it's that 30-point is where the margins that Steph talks about is where you got to make a difference in the game.
Yeah.
And tonight, I think they're just overblown by the talent. Yeah, there were a lot of backdoors to Brown.
Yeah,
but maybe Nash out-coached Kerr in that respect.
Oh, don't you do that. Don't you do it, Rich. It's a firestorm.
Twitter's going to love that.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But we're not on Twitter. No, I'm just giving credit to Nash. It's not a diss on Kerr.
Yeah. 18 points for Brown, and I'm sure everyone.
Yeah.
Just every one of them probably at the rim. Then I wanted to look at Warriors shooting 25% from 3-point range. Like they're Steph 2 for 9 after being so hot for so long. Like, some of it's probably inevitable. Some of it is probably because you're not getting good looks because you're not getting out in transition. Because your defense, you can't get stops against this great offense that the Nets have. So, but yeah, it's you look at it and you're like, there you go. But I remember that game when he played back in OKC. That game was nuts. That first game.
When him and Russ headbutt each other.
Yeah, or no, or the one where Russ was like, I'm coming, and they were like, the Thunder were like down 14,
Yeah.
It's like score, and there were the cupcake T-shirts, and they like Steph and Draymond took a couple of them.
Yeah, I remember that.
But anyways, they were just flashing that graphic of how he did in that game.
I was at the first game against OKC at Oracle.
Oh,
My wife got the tickets for that, and that was probably the most lit game I've been at regular seasons. Post Baron Davis era. I remember that game. Kevin Durant blocked Westbrook, out of bounds, and then Draymond got tech for screaming and celebrating. Oh, they gave Draymond a tech.
That like when he got the tech for screaming at Wiseman.
Oh yeah.
2 minutes to go, and Kerr has inserted the second unit, so they're getting a chance to gel one more time.
Yeah, that's probably
okay. While we have you here, Dr. Tom, and probably not much to talk about except who's that? Baze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Baze looks different because he's got the high socks today. But one guy that I was looking at for free agency was what can you tell us? Because I actually remember watching him at Texas. Avery Bradley has the Heat have a team option on him next year, so maybe we'll have to wait until the year after that. But what do you think about Avery Bradley fitting on this team, on the Warriors? Blocked by Braves. Good block.
Oh, he got back quickly to do that. I think Bradley, I was kind of hoping they would take a look at him this past off season. It just obviously didn't work out.
Yeah.
I think, you could see him in that, role that Wanamaker is filling now. Definitely a solid.
He is more expensive than Wanamaker. So that would be tough to get. He's around 5-6 million. Wanamaker's 2.25 million.
Yeah.
So mid-level exception, the full mid-level, maybe in 2 years.
But I mean, he might be worth it. He's been kind of a rotation player on multiple pretty good teams. Wanamaker did have a nice run last postseason with the Celtics, but
yo, you see Pascal was shouting at the Nets bench.
Really?
Yeah, he just barked at the Nets bench like, you can't guard me. They were cracking up laughing.
50 seconds to go.
They all cracked up in unison. That's the thing about this Nets team. They don't carry that villain energy,
Nah.
Yeah, there you go.
It's an because it's not that like the Miami Heat that kind of villainous energy, and isn't the Warriors sort of that whatever it was with Steph and KD, but there is something that they don't take it not in the bad way when you talk about not taking something seriously, but in kind of the good way of like they don't take themselves seriously, which is funny because you think of Kyrie and you think there's someone who takes himself very seriously.
Now the playoffs may reveal that. That's what I'm wondering. When they get some pressure, we'll see who they really are.
Well, it was nice of the Warriors to let KD have such a wonderful return to the Bay.
Oh, sweet of them.
Like I'm glad,
Kevin Durant and Kerr hugged?
I thought they hated each other. That's what the internet told me, and the internet never lies.
That's the new thing now. Internet never lie. Internet don't lie. The broadcaster said someone's going to get an email because they're not supposed to dap after, right?
Yeah.
They're all going to get emails because Katie is dapping up everybody. And they turned away right when he was about to dap Clay. Now they're back to them. They're just chatting. Draymond, give him a hug.
And now I notice James Harden not sticking around. He's like, these damn guys. Oh.
Hey, Paul Pierce, I thought he hated everybody. Paul Pierce, who said that in the pregame in front of millions of people. Good Lord.
Guys, Paul Pierce is a stabbing victim who's recovered, okay? All right?
Oh,
Not
gosh.
forget that, guys.
Facts. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Obviously,
you in
we're bad luck
45.
charms.
No, but I love the fact that I mean you and Tom have some already established chemistry. So we saw that tonight, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I hope like I said, our way of figuring out who's on our game commentary live stream is very ad hoc. It's just day by day. We just text people in the morning of the game. So we'll check on you guys in a couple days.
Sounds
In
good.
about what 36 hours, let's say. Like pretty yeah, about 36 hours. But all right. We have a little bit of time here as Katie's still hugging everybody and still talking to staff. I hope that's a live shot. What do we have? No, it's not a live shot because Katie's now on the mic
Yeah.
with Rachel. Whoever wants to go first, Tom and Dan, take us into the next game. Who do we have? I forget. Let me check. Cavaliers,
Ooh.
Monday night.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that.
Or observations from tonight, whatever. Take us home.
Dr. Tom and I's first LGW podcast on the
60
Cavaliers.
seconds left. 60 seconds left. Go ahead.
Cavaliers are a team that we've destroyed, but they're on the upswing now. Trying to get back. It'd be a great matchup to see two depleted teams fighting for pride.
It's Colin Sexton. He's there was that run where they took 2 games from the Nets. Could you keep him under wraps? And can Steph, you got to think he's going to do a little better, at least in terms of making 3-pointers than he did tonight. So, it's a game where you got to think the Warriors could get back to what we've been seeing of them of recently, where they're, playing a little better, especially on defense. Definitely will help not having to face KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. Your defense automatically is going to look a little better after that.
Oh, we still got to stop LeBron. Oh, wait.
No, he's gone.
Not anymore.
I think Kevin Love's still there, but I'm not sure.
I think Steph can take him.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' revenge game, because they had him and they traded him for Kevin Love.
Oh yeah, Wiggins Island, get activated.
Yeah, you gotta put Wiggins. Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, after getting routed by the Nets, and we have the Cavs coming up, I'll take any type of analysis you got. Wiggins revenge game, okay, I'm there for that. That's good. That's better than anything ESPN can think of. Trust me. All right, so thanks a lot, guys. I'm going to just go ahead and sign us off here. And we may or may not see you in 45 hours. But thanks. I'm going to go cover post-game. We're going to take a dip in YouTube views on that.
Are you going to ask Steve Kerr, how did it feel to be outcoached by Steve Nash tonight?
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask him about the whole not having the shirt on thing with Steve Nash when he got the ring. I really did, but you have to kind of feel the room, and it wasn't jovial enough in pregame. And also, there were tons and tons of questions because it's KD's coming back game. And so if it had been, one of those, Indiana Pacers pregame ones, then I would have popped it. And let's say Steve Nash was the coach of Indiana, then I might have, but just didn't get a good feel for it. But doesn't mean I can't ask him some other time in the future. And also maybe I could ask Steve Nash about it too. I really want to hear the backstory, although most of the backstory has been told by KNBR, by the way, because Tom Tolbert did an interview with Steve on the radio to ask him about that, not having his shirt on, that one incident. So go check that out. You can Google that. It's a fun story. But yeah, that's my to be filed away for later. Next year, Brooklyn against the Warriors. I'm gonna try and pop that question.
Totally.
Get it in there.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Good night, Dub Nation.
See you later, Dub Nation. All right, so